Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Monday, August 8th, 2011. I'm going to keep the same format as I did on Friday. I'm going to go over some stocks, and I'm going to go over some indexes, stuff like that. So I'm going to take a look at everything. Now, the SPY video is up on the blog, so you can go check that out. NASDAQ 100, 2111.33 would be the next support. Resistance, I'm going to hold off on resistance levels for now until we start to bounce, okay? For those of you who are just getting back in front of your computers, don't know what's going on with the market, the U.S. credit rating was downgraded on Friday by S&P, so the market gapped down pretty sharply, about 30 points at the open, and has gotten a bounce since then, but we'll see what happens on Monday. There may be some residual downside, but we should watch these levels as potential support points. The Russell, you have this 694 level. That's the 62% retracement of this swing up. And then the 78.6% retracement is down here at 646.28. Let's look at the semiconductors. Okay, the semiconductors held the 78.6% retracement of this swing up. If they trade below Friday's lows, I'm looking for a full retracement down here to 305.79. That's the stocks. Let's look at the banks. Okay, the banks broke the horizontal support. Now we're looking at 38.35 and then 33.54 as the next levels to watch on the banks. Brokers. Whoops. Would help if I, there you go. Okay, the brokers also came down and this time held some support back here, July of 2010. You can see support points down here at, looks like 91.24 and, where are you? 81.99, so like 82. Okay, that's what we're looking at for the brokers. Oil, I'm going to use OIH, and here is there it is. Let me straighten it out a little bit. The big retracement, so you got 128, and then you got 118.74. So these are like the extreme moves on the downside here, right? That's not necessarily going to continue to drop that far right away. Now, overall, my opinion, which opinions are like noses, right? Everybody's got one. My opinion is that we're going to go lower, but that doesn't mean that we're going to go in a straight line. I think a bounce is coming very soon, and then I think that bounce needs to be watched very carefully for an entry for some continuation. All right, let's look at gold using the GLD. Okay, you could see it had the bearish engulfing on Thursday, and then Friday just had a little inside day. Now this GLD has been on a really nice run here. Look at all these closes above the 10-day moving average. So I'd watch this for a potential pullback here. That's GLD. SLV, okay, definitely showing some relative weakness to gold. I mean, a real nasty candle on Thursday, and then Friday, a little continued downside here. Got support at 36.36. By the way, I only have delayed quotes of gold, but you could see here that it was popping to a new high here. So, when I say look for a pullback here, it's not saying, okay, we're going to just randomly short, but, this is stretched here, and if gold is hitting new highs here, could be an exhaustion move. So just something to stay aware of. Here's Apple. Okay, what's the 89 EMA and the 50-day down here, 354. Google. Okay, Google started to pull in, but held the 200-day moving average. So levels to watch, we got 550.68 and then 528.94. So we want to watch those levels on Google. Goldman, oops, there it is. Okay, Goldman came shy of the 121.76 number, which is 127% of this swing. That's the next support to watch. Goldman Sachs. It's research in motion. Okay, little hammer after tagging 2250 basically. I was looking for support in the 2370s. Definitely got the bonus there. So this one may be ready to bounce if there's a little bounce in the market, because this is really stretched to the downside. Okay, so this may get a little bit of a bounce back up to these moving averages, but they're coming at a real sharp angle down. So I would expect them to at least be tried as potential resistance. So watch them on a bounce if RIM does decide to bounce. Let's look at Priceline. Priceline had a gap up, but notice that it sold. It didn't fill the gap. The gap, well, it actually did fill the gap, but it didn't fill the lap, which is down here. That's 483.34, but it's still up. What was it, 44.5 points or whatever it was, but it did close below the open, so that's not exactly the strongest sign. LinkedIn, okay. Now LinkedIn, it gapped up. Okay, it lapped up, right? It closed here on Thursday, and then it lapped up on Friday, and then it sold off. So LinkedIn was pretty ugly. Baidu. Okay, Baidu I was looking at as a potential bull flag, but it broke that. No harm, no foul, because it never confirmed. But watch these moving averages as potential support. So that's it. Send me in some stocks if you want me to look at anything else. I'll do another update on Tuesday. We'll continue to look at the indexes and see how this shakes out. A lot of volatility here. I did 2 videos on how to adjust your money management plan in a wild market, so check those out if you want. They are available. You could find them on the blog or on the YouTube channel. Have a great trading day on Monday, and I'll talk to everybody again on Tuesday.